Did you know that there are many cool but hidden things that you can do with your Oculus Quest 2? Welcome to Diamond, and today we're looking at the top 25 tips and tricks that you can do with your new Oculus Quest 2. Oh, and there's also some 2 bonus tricks that are my personal favorites. Let's start with number 25. There's a shortcut to quickly screenshot your Oculus Quest 2, and this is by pressing and holding the Oculus button and pressing the right trigger button. So you do hold and then press. Number 24. If you're using headphones with a removable jack like this, then you can actually go and buy a short audio jack like this, where you can connect it both on your headphone and on your Quest without having, a big long cable just being in your way and actually risking to rip your whole headset off. I have a link down below in the description where you can buy something like this on Amazon. This is just more of a reminder. You guys can double tap to switch to pass-through mode. This is a unique feature that the Quest 2 offers. I think it's pretty cool. If you're tired of every time you put the Oculus Quest 2 on and the Guardian is just not it's not recognizing the Guardian, and can't find it, and you're gonna have to redo the Guardian every single time, and you just want to completely shut it off because it's so annoying, you can actually do that. And there's 2 ways to go about this. One is through the Oculus Developer Hub, which I'll be explaining how to do this later on. And the second way is through SideQuest, which leads me to number 21. Since you're in SideQuest, go ahead and change the resolution and make the quality a lot better on the Quest 2. I made a whole dedicated video on this, guys. 20 is that you can measure your IPD right here. Check the link out. Hey, if you're liking these tips and tricks so far, then please subscribe. That'll really help me out a lot here on the battlefield of YouTube. You can actually move the IPD settings. You know how there's 1, 2, 3? You can move it right in the in-between. So between 1 and 2. If you be really careful and do it really softly, you can actually get right in the middle. With an update of the Quest 2 a while back that they did, you can now cast on your PC. So if you want to show some friends, even if this situation is not really allowing it, instead of having them look at the small size, you want them, a better experience, well, then that is a way to do it. There's a link down below in the description where it brings you to the Oculus website, and you have to go on the Quest 2 and go and share and cast it just like you would cast on your phone, but there's an option that says PC, and it should automatically connect. If you're recording videos directly from the Quest 2, you can access them either through the there's weird ways to go in the files, or through SideQuest, which I think is much easier. You can use Bluetooth for the proximity sensor for whatever reason. If you're trying to record something, but you have to take your headset off for it, then you can just do that. So for this next tip number 15, I think a lot of you guys know this already, but just in case, it's a pretty good tip to know. If you press and hold this button right here, it resets your view. So wherever you are, it would, reset it so everything's straight. Just in case you missed it in the tutorial. If you have glasses, then you can have prescripted lenses. Check the link out down below. Now, number 13, if you don't want to use the Elite strap because, it costs so much money, but you do want to get some extra playtime on your Quest 2 because 2 hours is just not enough, then I recommend going and getting an external battery bank. So right here, you put your Oculus link cable, which by the way, as always, linked down below in the description for some I recommend. And this will plug in directly to your headphones, and you can just keep this in your pocket or something. I think this is a really good tip, especially if you want to get some more time on your Quest 2 without spending what is that, 150 bucks? There's some power banks I recommend you guys check out on Amazon, links down below. Now, all these links I have down below are Amazon affiliates. So if you guys need any of these products, then make sure to go through my link because I get a small cut and that will support my channel. So thank you guys for that. I just don't want this to sound spammy or trying to get something out of you guys. So sorry if I'm putting all these links down below. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up as it takes me a long time to make these kind of videos for you guys. But anyway, back to the video. Oculus has a refund policy. Any purchase you made within the first 14 days and with less than 2 hours of gameplay, you can refund it. So there's a FPS counter that you can have on the Oculus Developer Hub. It's called the OVR metric. And to get the Oculus Developer Hub, you have to have developer mode enabled. And I kind of go over this in this video over here. Okay, so number 10, we're almost done with these. You can go in the settings of the Oculus Quest 2 and up the tracking from 50 hertz. Well, the tracking of the controller. So from 50 hertz to 60 hertz. I believe it does use more battery, but so yeah, just do this at your own risk. Connect to your VR ready gaming PC if you want to have a much wider library of games to play with the power of your computer. Or if you want to play your PC games wirelessly, I have a whole video dedicated on that, how to do just that. It's pretty cool. You can play Half-Life Alyx wirelessly. And that's also where I explain how to enable developer mode. So if you're interested in those things, then make sure to go check that video out. Same one. Because hand tracking is such a cool feature on the Oculus Quest 2, there are some games you can play with it. One is on the Oculus Store, which is called Elixir, which is pretty cool. It's a little pretty cool small experience, but definitely worth it. And another one is called Hand Physics Lab. You find this on SideQuest, and I would definitely sideload it. It's pretty cool experience. I think hand tracking on the Oculus Quest 2 is definitely going to become the future. You can check updates under the About section. Number 5, you guys can turn off privacy settings. Yeah, I know. If you don't trust Facebook, I get it. Go in the mobile Oculus app and go under privacy, and you can change different things there. Number 4, if you want to sell your Oculus Quest 2, you're gonna have to factory reset it. Okay, so for number 3, you can move the top strap, so this thing over here, just slightly up, and this will kind of straighten out right here the VR to make the lenses match your pupils, so it will look even more clear, and it will also make it a lot more comfortable. Now, VR Cauldron has talked about this in one of his videos. It's a great video. You guys should check it out. Links down below. Number 2, clean your lenses with a microfiber cloth. All right, this is a kind of cloth that you would use for the lenses of your glasses. Never use your shirt to wipe down the lenses because it can ruin it. You want to use something like this, a microfiber glass, which is made for this kind of stuff. And as always, I'll have a link down below that will bring you to Amazon where you can buy one of these things. You guys should try wiping these things down. It makes it look a lot more clear, a lot more crisp. Okay, so as for my final tip, you can go over here and deselect hand tracking, automatic hand tracking. Go over to the settings, go over to device, hands and controllers, and then just over here you can do hand tracking. You can disable it if you don't want it, or if you don't want it to automatically switch between hands and controller, you can just disable that as well. Now before I go over the bonus tip, I don't know why it's still, and comment that you have subscribed so other people can see it. The first bonus tip is actually more for the newbies, because I'm sure that if you played VR for like at least over a year, you probably heard about this tip. It's really great and it'll really help you out. And this can get rid of motion sickness and not smashing into walls. So you use a mat or a proxy mat in combination with a fan. Yes, I'm gonna come and put these two tips together. Use a fan or a mat. Now what this does is that when you use a mat under your feet, you can always tell where you are. If you're standing on a certain rug or mat that is different from the carpet that you have underneath, then it can help you stay in the middle of your play area at all times, because you can feel as soon as you get out. And now with the fan, I didn't use this tip because I found this out kind of recently and it's winter right now, so I don't really need a fan. But when it gets summer, I definitely would do it. You put a fan right where your computer is. My computer is right over here. And what this does is it helps you know where you're looking at, where you're facing, where your direction is. So say like you're playing VR and you like turn around over here and you feel the fan hit you from behind, you know that you're looking behind you, you know that you should be looking forward, or at least this is the right way, if you know what I mean. Now the second tip is that you can use the safety strap of this controller as like a sort of Vive strap, if you know what I mean, where you can just put your hand right there and it holds it from your hand and not from your wrist, which makes a big difference. For me, this is really comfortable and I can just like completely open my hand without it falling, but it can rub your fingers right here a little bit and that can get a little bit annoying. But I think this is a really great tip. That's why I put it in the bonus tip. Thank you guys for watching this video. Click here to watch the top 50 reasons you should buy the Oculus Quest 2 and right here to subscribe.